Hello, beautiful beings. How are you? I hope this video finds you well. So today I have a channeled message from a loved one who's passed on. And I got the message that this person passed on late last night. And I didn't believe it. My lipstick is all coming off because I just ate. And I didn't reapply for my video. So, this loved one passed on, told me that they had died. And it was actually another separate person who'd messaged me. And then I asked this spirit this morning about her death, and she told me about it. This person had autoimmune disease issues and that she had gotten sick. And she told me that she'd gotten so sick and that she just couldn't get better. It felt like a COVID or a virus or some kind of illness where she couldn't breathe well and her chest was hurting. And so she went into the hospital. And when she went into the hospital, she shows me that she was cognitively in her body and that she was okay. And then she shows me her lying in a bed and something happened. I feel like I'm starting to get better. And then I actually start to get worse. And she shows me that she's on there's all these breathing apparatuses, and there's her mom by her bedside, and she's crying day in and day out. And she's asking God to save her baby, her daughter, to pray, to bring her a miracle. And this beautiful being shows me that she dies and that her family keeps her on the ventilator and that she's standing outside of her body watching her mom at her bedside cry day in and day out and cry and cry and cry. And she tells me that her loved one who passed on, her dad, her stepdad had come and picked her up. He had already passed, and that he met her there and that they stayed with her mom for a while, trying to comfort her, to bring her love and peace. But she's showing me that basically she was struggling to breathe and she's in the bed, and then a seizure or something happens and then she's in a coma. And as she's laying there in a coma, she's coming in and out of the body, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And she said, it was very peaceful. She says, Whitney, it was peaceful. I felt very loved. I felt safe. I felt secure. And she said, the moment I left my body, I no longer had pain. I was free and I was at ease. And she was telling me that to let her loved ones know that she treasured every moment that she spent with them. And that life, while it had a lot of challenges and was not easy, it was filled with beautiful moments that she treasured with her loved ones. And that she did her best to stay in communication where she could. She shows me social media as a way just to message or to say hi or to send love or just to reach out. And she said, Whitney, please tell my loved ones and anybody else that this resonates with. If you have a loved one who's passed on, she said, share my message so that they know that we're okay, that it's okay, and that we're well, and that not only are we well, but we're here watching and supporting and guiding you guys, and that we love you. You are loved beyond measure. She goes, it's easy in the distortion of the human experience and the forgetting to remember how loved you are and how much spirit and all of your ancestors and guides and loves are helping you, collaborating, cooperating, and lining up for you. And so if this message reminds you of a loved one you've lost, or this comes across you and you're very sad and you're missing your person, she said, Whitney, I want you to tell them to pretend to pick up the phone and to just talk. Just talk. She said, you don't literally have to pick up the phone. She's referring, so I do this hey universe thing. I'm like, hey universe, I have a request. And I pretend like I'm talking on the phone to spirit. And she said, you can do that with any of us. We're always listening. We'll always help you. She goes, even if we are not your particular loved one, we will help you. Because we love, it's who we truly are. She said, humans have this at their core nature. It just gets covered up by a lot of pain and karma and laws and systems of separation that take us from who we really are. And she said, but I want you to know, even in all of that separation, you're so whole and beautiful just as you are. And she said, to know that we're one call away. We're always one call, and all you have to say is, hey, it's me. And tell them what you want to tell them. She said, Whitney, we're always listening. And she said that there are people like myself as mediums who are more than happy to share the messages. And so, She goes, I am so loved. This person left behind 2 sons. And she said, I know, I'm certain that my loved ones will be well taken care of. And that, she goes, be certain. I want you to know with 100% certainty that we will come to visit you, that we will bring you messages. She said, look for us in the signs. A sign, a symbol of synchronicity, a song, a paint, a color, whatever it is, a car. She just showed me a blue Nissan truck and, with bumper stickers on it. She said, Whitney, it doesn't matter, but give yourself something so that you know every time you see that it's your loved ones telling you that you're loved and that you're remembered and that you're so worthy and deserving of a good life, and that they're here to support you, to love you, to nurture you, to care for you. She said, it's funny because actually we're even more free than we are in the human form, in the sense that we can give you a lot more help because we're not focused on our own stuff and caught in the quagmire or the mud that is sometimes the physical human experience. And so, know that you're loved. Know that you're wanted. Know that you're cared for. Know that they're one call away, and anything you need, they will be more than happy to help you align or to have somebody bring it to you. Oh, my heart goes out to you. To anyone watching this message, know that your ancestors, your beings, your guides, your friends, your family, your people, you are loved. You are so loved. And anything you need, anything you want help with, they're only one call away. Cheers, beautiful beings. And if you would like to book a private session with me, you can. My website is now live. You can hit me up on MissWhitneyB.com and book yours today. Cheers, beautiful beings.